That's Lucas Graham live on 93.3 KGSR. So, this has not been an overnight success, although things are happening really fast. That's a weird, formless, structureless, not traditional verse, chorus, verse, pop song. Let's talk technically.
Technically speaking, this structure of song has been around for quite some time longer than the standard pop song. So I think that's probably also why people are reacting to it so forcefully, because it's something that's in your musical genealogy. Like, you can recognize the structure quicker than you think you can. Yeah, it's like, why do people like certain paintings? Like, well, you can't explain it. It just happens that way.
To have it just happen that way, in order to write something that people are responding to on both that genealogical level and an emotional level, did you know you had that moment when you committed it to tape?
Yes. Writing the song, it took 3.5 hours, and we were 3 people involved in it. And when the song was done, you had this, okay, this is some weird stuff going on, like, because there wasn't a room for a chorus, and the song was approximately 8.5 minutes long when we finished it. And then we started restructuring it, taking out verses, changing lines in different verses to make them more fluid. And we ended up with this 7, 11, 20, 30, 60. And it just fit so perfectly on a 3.5 minute format, which is my favorite song format. I don't like when songs become too long and arduous. Yeah, it was more when we performed it the first time in Flensburg. Mark hates me when I call, like, let's do this new song for these people. And Mark's sitting there behind the drums going, oh my God, we haven't even figured out a production for it. But we started singing, and you could hear a pin drop to the floor, and when the song was finished, there was this like 3-second silence before the applause, because everyone was standing there, like 1,400 people, thinking, what just happened? And I think we on stage were just as surprised by how powerful the song was. Because this wasn't a single choice. It was just released on a Scandinavian level, and just Scandinavian and German streams pushed it into the top 50. So our American label was like, let's just make it available.
And here we are.
So thanks. Yeah, it's a democratic musical age.
If you're a fan of this song, we have the people of Flensburg to thank, I suppose, their reaction to it. Speaking of places that I have no idea about, we have a slogan here, as tired of it as many of us are, keep Austin weird. You come from a place where the slogan is, live life artistically, only dead fish follow the current.
I feel quite at home here in Austin, let me put it like that.
There is an idea, although we've got a couple of new tall buildings that sort of cut into that idea, that this is, especially in Texas, a utopia. And you come from a place that is designed as a utopia. Yeah,
a army base, a pretty big army base in Copenhagen, Denmark, was abandoned in 1970, got squatted in 1971, and made a social experiment by the government. By the time I'm born, 1988, the whole neighborhood had gone through several different stages of development, from it being lots of homeless people and junkies squatting the neighborhood, to the neighborhood forcing all the hard drugs out of the neighborhood. And then after that, 10 years later, forcing all the gang activity out of the neighborhood. So we have the only neighborhood-run soft drugs market in the world. Yeah, and it's still illegal in the country, so it makes it a little weird. We don't have street lights, we don't have cars, we don't have a police force. We have kindergartens, we have creches for the very small children, after-school projects, sports clubs, restaurants, vegan restaurants, cafes, bars. Yeah, it's a utopia.
But you don't have South by Southwest.
No, we do not. There are only 800 people in my little community, so I don't think we could stage a festival like this. What we do is we have free outdoor concerts every Sunday throughout the whole summer at a 5,000 people outdoor venue in the neighborhood. So we try to give a little bit back to our community. It's like if Central Park was populated with 10,000 people who just decide to put on random concerts and art shows once in a while.
We do that here. It's called Blues on the Green. Only dead fish follow the current. That's what
Well,
I'm
the
going to
slogan is actually do whatever you want to do as long as you don't inhibit anyone else in doing what they want to do. That gives you good boundaries.
Yeah. There's a lot of wiggle room in that, though.
Tell that to Donald Trump.
See, don't get me started.
I knew this venue was perfect for that joke.
It really is, yeah. April 1st, and they moved this up because things are happening so fast. April 1st will bring the release of Lukas Graham's debut
It's
record
not a joke.
to America.
We are releasing it on April 1st.